thing is that our democracy is a failed one. And the failure is essentially hanging on the legislature. And most times when we talk about the legislature, we need to remember and recall or inform our people that the legislative arm of government is that arm of government that carries the halo and the features of democracy. They make the laws, and they also have responsibilities of oversight. They have duties of checks and balances, and they also have certain functions that empower them on the areas of separation of power. And in a situation where we find ourselves, we know that in the lettered government or study of government or leadership, we know that there are two types of legislature. We have a unicameral legislature, we have bicameral legislature. And unicameralism, you have only one legislative chamber. But in bicameralism, you have two. Nigeria, fortunately, has two. There are a lot of there are advantages to this. There are a whole lot of advantages. And over the unicameralism, even though in terms of expenses and financing, it might look more expensive to run. But unfortunately, Nigeria is not just running a bicameralism. We are running a system that is bizarre and runs amok to real understanding of government. We run a system of legislature that can be termed at best as Tricameralism. While the legislature enacts the laws for the general constitution of Nigeria and the laws, you ask yourself, who does the enactment of the Sharia law? Because in our system, we run a system that has different lawmaking arms that are not even recognized by the law. Yet they are practicing and they are determining lives and structures of the system. We see our normal and natural traditional systems and the customary system, laws and all that. We also find the state laws made by the legislature. We also have the Sharia law. Of course, if we push further, maybe the Christians will begin to bring in the canon law and the rest of the things. And then where are we headed? And then if you think about this, you see that Nigeria's situation is beyond grip. And if we must tell ourselves the truth, we must immediately begin to think about that seriously. And then the legislature, they have also failed. There are many things when you begin to think about this, you get so worried because there are variegated aspects of this that we need to talk, and putting them in one becomes very cumbersome. Are you going to talk about partisanship? And then I must tell each and every rational APC member to immediately, quickly, to begin to disown Mr. President. Because if they own Mr. President and defend him by partisanship, they are going to lose every responsibility, every sense of responsibility in what party or political parties should be and stand for in the Constitution and in real life play. And I must say this without fear or favor, that they should immediately begin to distance themselves from the activities and actions of Mr. President and not own them. And then when you think about the entirety of our system, how they are being run, you will begin to wonder where we are headed. Are you going to talk about religion? Are you going to talk about ethnicity? Are you going to talk about the security system?